What up, what up, what up, what up? This is your favorite, and it's typically on Monday night, but we had to do some swizzling. I had to do a quick work thing on Monday night, so we had to move it to Wednesday night. But this still is your favorite internet talk radio show, Dr. Oui E Talk Sports, where we give you things that make you smarter at the water cooler each and every time we come on. There's a lot to talk about. Week 1 in the NFL is in the books. We've already had week 0 and week 1 in college football. We could talk about Arch Manning, maybe not living up to the family name so much. We could talk about, all of that stuff. But we got a lot to unpack with the NFL. So we may not even get to college football tonight. So do us a couple of favors. If you're with us, if you're listening, if you're watching, drop a hello or what's up in the comment section. Let us know where you're watching from. We always like to hear that. And if you got a question, if you got a team that you want us to talk about, we'll talk about it. Just drop it in the comments and we'll get that done. But as you always know, I'm not here by myself. I am here with my girl, my co-host, and that is Dr. Whitty Brown. DB. So we're gonna jump with the cat out the bag on the game, Sunday Night Football, standalone game, the Ravens versus the Bills. I'm gonna you take the mic first on your reaction to what happened on Sunday night.
It was a great game. Great game. I think it was a game of the day. I was surprised at the outcome because I really thought the Ravens were going to win. I know a lot of people went to bed, but I know better. But that fumble, I think, was like the nail in the coffin. And then Josh came back.
It's interesting. But
the Ravens seem to – something always happens. They can't keep a lead, and it's different every game. Like in the playoffs, the tight end dropped 2 balls. This Derrick Henry, which he usually done, fumbled a ball. So it's just like they can't keep and their they shouldn't have punted the ball. Their defense is not the Ravens of old. So they're an offensive team now, and they just can't keep the lead and can't stop people.
There's enough blame to go around for the Ravens losing that game. And I think it needs to be spread. I don't think it needs to go to Lamar Jackson. I think Lamar.
Oh, no, I think Lamar played a great game. Yeah.
A fantastic game. He did say he was cramping a little bit, but that's the first game they hadn't played a full football game. And so your body has to get back in full game shape. So that's fine. But he played well enough for them to win. They dropped 40 points. I don't think people realize. They dropped 40 points.
And ran over 200 yards.
on Buffalo.
It was 253, I think was the exact number.
I think people need to calm down a little bit with the whole hyperbolic in terms of how like Josh Allen is a superhero kind of situation. The reality of this is I think a lot of the blame, and I know the fumble is easy to point to.
Well, I think that was the start of it.
That was a big thing, momentum, because turnovers always create momentum shifts. Yeah. And a big one in a game like this, of this magnitude, where there hadn't been a turnover in the game as of yet, that was big, right? That was game changing. I think that the play calling for the Ravens really became conservative in the fourth quarter when they had that 15-point lead.
They were trying not to lose instead of to win.
Trying not to lose. They were aggressive the whole game, and that aggressiveness, up until that point, that aggressiveness got them a 15-point lead and had Derrick Henry dribbling grown men in the middle of the field. And then, I mean, you look at the play, he bounced up. He didn't bounce all the way back up to his head, but he got dribbled, okay? So they got tight, and I don't know, but I feel like it's the coaching staff, because when you're on the field and you hear a play come in, you know what they're trying to do. When you hear the play call, it is that looked like from back when I played I-42 lead. That was just a straight lead. We're gonna, he had been running them to death, and so we're just gonna run Derek. We're gonna smash Derrick Henry, and hopefully we can get a first down. That's what it felt like. And then when you get to third and long on that drive, and I don't know if it was defended so well that the receiver couldn't get to the sticks to break his route off. But when you've got to trust your quarterback. The Eagles in your team, when it's 2 yards on fourth down, they're gonna push their way into. They're gonna try.
Well, even if it's not a touch push, we're gonna go for it, especially at the end of the game.
You're gonna go for it on fourth down.
Yeah.
Because you have belief in your team. You have belief in your offensive line. You've got a belief in your quarterback that they're gonna get those 2 yards. And that's why I say when you play the Eagles, they start on it's 1st and 8 every time they get the ball. Because anything less than 2 yards, they're going for it. Unless they're inside the 20, then they might punt. But outside of that, if it's out past the 40, they're going for it, right? Because they have that belief, and that belief translates to the team, and they push a little harder, and they hold those blocks a little bit longer, and they make sure they get that done. When you're the Ravens, Todd Monken, and he's done a really good job in making that team formidable. These are 2 big games that I can point to off the top of my head that he has made some questionable play calls. The game against the Chiefs when they don't run the ball.
Yeah.
That was a questionable whole entire game plan.
Mm-hmm.
And then in this game, the game plan was good until the fourth quarter with 4 or 5 minutes left in the game. And then you go back to, I hope we get a first down. What are you doing? And you don't have that defense anymore. You don't have that defense anymore. And it is Josh Allen on the other side of the field.
Mm-hmm. And not to mention his running back Cook.
This is not Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah.
This is not Matt Jones. This is this is not a pull butt quarterback. I mean, and I know people like. And I'm not a super huge Josh Allen fan, but I know not to give him the ball with momentum.
Oh, yeah.
At home.
Oh, yeah.
I know that much.
I like Josh.
I know that the media wouldn't be roasting you so much is if you went for it on fourth down and your team doesn't get it. At least you were trying.
Yeah.
You punted.
You punted to Josh.
To Josh at home with time on the clock. And your defense is gassed because they're playing on the heels because they don't know. And the other side of the field is energized. Your defense is like, we played well enough to win this game because they held Josh Allen down in that first half, 3 and outs. I think they started the game with back-to-back 3 and outs. That's what your defense did. And then they ran out of gas because they're like, what the hell's happening? We got to go back out there. And then the Derrick Henry, it's easy. Like Derrick Henry played a hell of a game.
He did.
I know he feels horrible. He'll never get that fumble.
Mm-hmm.
I think the better team is the Ravens, and I know everybody's
praising so too.
The other Bills.
But yeah,
I think the better team is the Ravens.
I think so
the
too.
Ravens and the Chiefs.
Overall.
Let me put an asterisk on that.
Which one? The Chiefs?
Yes, because we'll talk about that in a minute.
Oh, the Chiefs.
The Ravens or the Chiefs are the 2 teams that have shown that they can go into Buffalo and put hands on the Bills.
That's true.
They don't care. It doesn't summer, winter, fall. They will go in there.
That's true.
Both of those teams are going.
But you need to fight to the 0-0. You can't just be lollygagging at the fourth quarter.
And you can't beat yourself. And you can't beat yourself. Lamar with the turnovers. The tight end that was always reliable, not catching the ball, missing Zay Flowers. Zay Flowers gave them all they wanted.
He really played well.
They couldn't cover him with
He
a
played well.
blanket.
He played well. He played well.
Okay.
He played well. Zay Flowers
Zay
played well.
Flowers was like, "What? He about to call his agent. We about to re-up this contract in one game." Gave it to him, and then you gave it away. And now we got to hear about how Lamar can't win the big one.
Well, it's always something. And it's not him. It's not him. Even though they blame the quarterback when the team loses.
Yeah,
It's not him.
they're giving Josh Allen all the credit. I'm like, well, where was he the first 3 quarters? Why did they get? Why would they? This is that whole thing when the Dallas Cowboys would come back and they would do this to Dak. And Dak, Dak had these great numbers. Dak had garbage time numbers. Josh Allen was non-existent for the better part of 3 quarters. Held down, pedestrian for the better part of 3 quarters, and then it happened. And that's the one thing I'm struggling to, and I know that it is what it is. But I think that I'm still riding with the Ravens until they show me something that
I think they are the better team. But I'm a Josh fan, so.
Well,
but the Ravens,
I think Josh is great, and I'm not taking anything away from Josh's greatness.
And their defense is a little sketchy.
And I will say this: Josh, from the time he entered the league to today, has shown the most improvement of any quarterback I've ever seen in their career. I can say that because Josh Allen was a 50%, a little over 50% completion turnover machine
when he started with
when he first started in the league, and now he's an MVP and is looking like they're the favorites to win the AFC.
But I'm still riding with the schedule. It's their schedule. So
the schedule. It's the schedule, and their division. The Ravens have to play the Steelers, Cincinnati, and Cleveland. Cleveland,
Cleveland not great, but Cleveland usually play them hard though, even though they're still not great. Cleveland, them division games sometimes be different.
But have you seen Miami?
I'm talking about the AFC North. I'm not talking about Miami.
Right, but I'm saying
talking about the AFC North.
I'm saying the Bills got an easier division.
Oh yeah, I agree with that. That's why I'm agreeing with you. I'm just saying, I'm agreeing with you. The Ravens, even the Browns, are sorry. Sometimes the division plays hard. AFC North ain't no joke. That's my point.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, the Browns played hard when they just this past weekend. They played hard with Flacco. Cincinnati, a 1-point win. But at least
they won because they usually lose at the beginning of the season. They usually lose at the beginning of the season.
They got the curse of September.
So they got a W.
September. And then Pittsburgh. What did you think? I think the Pittsburgh game was fool's gold.
See, I think the defense didn't play well. Aaron played well, but he got sacked a couple times. I didn't think he was gonna get up. I think the surprise of that game was how well Justin Fields played.
Yes, and that's why I'm like, the Steelers are fool's gold because they let Justin Fields, to this point in his career, if we're being honest, has not been stellar as a quarterback.
I'm a fan of Justin Fields, but yes.
I'm a fan,
yes,
but the numbers don't back up.
He hasn't.
And the win-loss record doesn't back up me being a fan. I just want him to be successful, but the numbers of the win-loss record is not. He played a hell of a game.
He did.
He was accurate. He was on time. He didn't drop his eyes. He kept his eyes
from the pocket.
He went through his progressions. He stayed. He climbed the pockets. He didn't look to run. He played the best game of his career as a quarterback, not as a runner, because he's had some games where he's rushed for like 170.
Yeah, like with the Steelers. Yeah.
No. I'm talking about as a quarterback, that was the best game I've seen, complete game I've seen Justin Fields play. It's a shame that they lost. But everybody's that's talking about the Steelers and on their bandwagon, I think it's fool's gold because when Aaron is motivated, he can play really, really
well. Yeah, then he was motivated. even though
And he was
he
motivated. It was the Jets. He wanted to show
but
them
he can't
something.
take that many hits because and I was like, all right, Aaron.
He ain't got that many hits on his body.
He's gonna get hurt.
And our offensive line is offensive. They can't really run the ball. They've got one receiver and a couple of tight ends. Like they've got some holes because Aaron, as you said, Aaron took 4 sacks. He probably should have had a couple more picks. Some balls were dropped, and and the Jets look surprisingly good. You know what though? The Jets are not going to make the playoffs. The Jets are going to win about 6 or 7 games tops. But what I loved, what I saw on this one game, is they have an identity.
Yeah, and
They
look 100% better than they looked last year.
Oh my God, they look like a team. They look like a pro team.
And it wasn't for Ramsey at the end of the game and that kicker, they would have lost.
Yes,
the kicker. The Steelers kicker is the truth.
And the kicker. So I like what Aaron Glenn has put together in such a short amount of time.
And the OC is doing a good
and
job.
And the OC that he brought over, look, Detroit needed him. Detroit better send him a makeup card. He better start standing out holding the radio. Baby, come back. Because I promise you, Detroit got boat raced by Green Bay. That game wasn't even close.
No, it wasn't.
And I know the score, I mean, Green Bay was scored like 24, 27 points, something like that. It should have been 40. They were bad. And I like Aiden Hutchinson. I never thought he was a game changer. Like they tried to make it seem like that was a reason why they couldn't get pressure on the quarterback. And he's a really good defensive end. I think he's a top half, probably top 15 defensive end. But he ain't Michael Parsons.
No, he's not.
And you see a lot, and Aaron Glenn had that team with all the injuries playing well. All those guys come back and they're playing worse. Because unless the Packers are that good, which they could be.
It could be. One game is hard to tell.
It's hard to tell, but
it's hard to tell. We'll see how they look against the Bears next week.
I need Jordan Love to stop. I mean, he tried to give away 2 picks. He tried to give him 2 picks. One was dropped, and the other one was called back for a penalty.
Well, we'll see how he does tomorrow against the Commanders.
That's going to be a big game.
It is.
That's going to be a big game. The Commanders' defense they look better than Detroit's. Let me say that. But they were playing the Giants, so it's hard to tell.
Yeah. Yeah.
Russell Wilson needs to go sit out somewhere. For real.
Oh.
He needs to stop.
He's playing this week. They ain't mentioned him yet. I think you're gonna see the rookie when they play the Saints. Because they played the Cowboys, the Chiefs, and I forget who they played after that. I think that's week 5.
Russell Wilson is like a 50-year-old breakdancer. You gotta let it go. You gotta let it go. You was cool back in the day, but right now it ain't cool no more. You let it go. Yes. So every time he get on the field, I'll be playing Teddy Pendergrass.
Really? Oh, Russell.
Looks like another rusty game.
Oh, Russell.
Think it's time to let it go. Let it go. Russ gotta let it go. Oh, he's bad. Did you see what his receiver was doing at the time when he was cussing
over his head? Yeah, neighbors. Yeah. I saw that. See, people thought the Giants would be better than they looked on Sunday.
I would say this, and look, and I'm not even saying they should play the rookie. I'm not even saying they should play the rookie.
I don't think they should. Not at least after the Chiefs. Especially if the Chiefs lose this Sunday, they're gonna be out for blood the week after because I think they do play them the week after.
I think don't play the rookie. Put in Jameis. At least Jameis can make the throws.
He just
He
might throw
might
to the
throw
other
to the other team
team.
a couple times, but at least he'll throw it to your team more than he throw it to the other team.
True. I don't think. Well, they probably gonna put the rookie in, but not. I think they should at least wait till the Saints game.
And you're not paying Russ nothing, so like, why are we holding on to Russ Wilson?
Well,
Jameis
they're gonna
Winston.
give him one more game, at least one more game. The Cowboys.
Jameis Winston.
The Cowboys.
Look, tell Russ you got a calf injury, and let Jameis. And if Jameis doesn't play well, then Russ can come back. You can play shuffle quarterbacks between those two if you want to protect your rookie, but don't throw Russ back out there with that.
Well, he said
you're gonna have a mutiny. You're gonna lose the rest of your team.
He playing against the Cowboys. At least he gonna start. We'll see if he finish.
Because that defensive line is ferocious, but they got to play with a lead. They can rush the passer, but
their defense actually is good.
If you're down, they're not gonna throw. They're just gonna keep running on you. So yeah.
Well.
And let's talk about the Chiefs, and then we'll talk about your team and my team.
Oh yeah.
The Chiefs look bad.
They did. I'm a fan. I was surprised when I watched the game Friday night.
That was a pitiful performance by the rest of the team, particularly the defense. I think Patrick did.
The defense, yes, because the Chargers kind of did what they wanted to do.
They did everything they wanted. Okay, everything they wanted. Okay, I could have come out the stands and got 25 yards rushing. Okay, I could have got 4 carries for 25. At least I got get a catch for 17 yards. Guys are running free, running away. What were y'all looking at? What were they looking at?
I don't know what Spag was doing. They didn't make no adjustments.
No pressure on. Like, I don't even think
Herbert,
your boy had to wash his uniform. Quarterback, he got sacked one time on a corner blitz. He 4 days. Said, "Don't worry about that washing the uniform, coach. I ain't get dirty. I'll wear that next week.
Play the Raiders this week.
I'll wear that next week. It might get dirty with the Raiders, but it didn't get dirty here in Brazil.
They do have a little defense.
Really, and I understand Jim Harbaugh is a really good coach.
He is.
And they've gotten better every year.
Yeah, and his defense is good too. Because I don't think his offensive line is much better either, just from that one game.
The rookie played well most of the game. He had some hiccups. The other tackle, the one that always tries to get a head start on the snap count, that keeps getting illegal procedures. He got 2 in the game. He could have got 4. I was watching the game. I'm like, every time he kicks back early on passing down, so you know it's a passing down because he's telling you it's a passing down because he's kicking back early. So if I'm a DN, I'm like, he's okay. I'm going. I'm either gonna get an illegal procedure or I know I'm gonna rush the passer. So it's like a poker player. He's got to tell because he's trying to get a head start every single time. I'm like, bruh. And then like Patrick Mahomes was making magic, but when he lost Xavier, they couldn't get the ball. They had no explosive plays. Every time he tried to throw the ball deep, he was overthrowing guys. And I don't know if that was just a timing thing that they hadn't practiced with those guys, and because he knew Worthy could go get it because Worthy got different speed. Yeah. He's used to throwing it to Worthy. Worthy could run under them balls. These boys couldn't get it, and he didn't make any adjustments on that. So that's on Patrick. You got slower receivers. I know they're bigger. Throw the 50-50 ball, let them go get it. That's what those guys, those big bodies are for. Worthy is a speed guy. You could throw it past him. He gonna go get it. So Kelsey is still, I don't know, he's still on bended knee.
Well, he got the run touchdown there.
He did, but that was a busted coverage. He should have never got. That was a great play call, and because he slipped out, and he can't run past nobody, and he was so wide.
So he's still on bended knee. You a mess.
Yeah, he can't run past nobody. So that play was good. But when you get it, here's where I'm thinking why I think the Chiefs are cooked this year. When you get inside the red zone and you don't have plays that you can score.
Yeah.
When you are trying to score a 2-point conversion and you don't have a play call that you can get 2 yards on,
Mhm.
when your offensive line is hit and miss and you can't just turn around and hand the ball to a reliable back that can get you 2 yards, a beast mode that can get you 2 yards, that's a problem. That's
Yeah.
a problem. I don't need Saquon Barkley. I need somebody that I can turn around and hand the ball to and give me 2 yards.
Yeah.
And
At
they don't have
least. Yeah. Yeah. They don't, because Patrick
that.
got to do it all, basically, what he was trying
And
to.
Patrick, they're like, Patrick will win the game for us. And he did it last year. But the one score games, what they tell you, what
They
they
don't catch up with you.
ooh, it's gonna be a rough year in Chief Land. Because Philly is not about to let them revenge them this weekend.
No, and we
And the
got and
statistics,
thank God Carter's playing, because I thought he might be suspended.
no, I didn't think they were going to suspend him because
I
he missed the
thought,
whole game.
well,
They're
he
going to call
did,
that.
but I thought they
He's a
were.
slow.
But from the comment, he should get suspended. I'm like, he missed the first game. He did not play a play. He did not.
The talking heads were doing their
Yes,
best campaigning to
yes,
get
they
him
were,
suspended.
and still after the fact. Mm, after the fact.
Was it disgusting? And two things can be true, and I think we live in a society now where it's like it's either right or wrong, left or right, whatever.
Yeah, I mean, he
Two
shouldn't have
things
spit
can
on
be
him, but
true simultaneously.
I think Dak did instigate it. I don't care what nobody says.
I saw Dak's face, yeah, he did, but
Yeah.
it could be a disgusting act. He should have been mature enough not to get baited into that.
Yes,
Right?
that's his problem. He gets
Immature. So I put
he'll,
that on
he'll,
more on
he'll
him than I
hopefully
do
he'll learn a lesson with that $57,000 fine.
on that. And 57,000. Yeah. What I will say is two things can be true. Was it a disgusting, disrespectful, never should have happened act? Absolutely.
Yeah.
Immature. Everything you want to say about the act is absolutely, because when you spit on a man, that's the most disrespectful thing you can do. And I have no sympathy for the people coming down on him. But in terms of him being suspended for another game, because he missed the entire game,
He did. No, he
not
didn't.
one
He
down,
did not. He didn't play one down.
he got suspended. And
Basically,
it was spit. It wasn't like he took his helmet off like what your boy in Cleveland do and
hit him
try.
with the helmet.
He's not
With the helmet.
I was like, are we talking about the same thing here? Like, he didn't try to bust him with his own helmet. He spit on his chest, on his jersey.
Yeah, which is nasty.
And
But
guys are spitting all over the field. You gonna get tackled and spit at some point in the game because everybody's spitting all over the field. So like he spit on the jersey, it was disgusting. So I was like, and that's why I'm like, people don't understand nuance. And so he got suspended basically de facto for that game. They gave him a $57,000 fine. Let's move on.
yeah, and he got suspended. He got some kind of just. Nick Sirianni didn't say what it was, but they did something in house. He just didn't tell.
They have to, he's got to get control of his team, and
So they did something. So yeah.
And it can't be, because I heard this too, Nicole Dean keeping him in check. This is a grown professional man. It can't be one of your teammates from Georgia.
Yeah, but
keep you in line.
He's out because he's injured. But.
Yes, and he's out, and so they were like, "Oh, if he was on the field, he would have." No, you shouldn't have to have somebody else on the field to keep you in check. You should be able to keep yourself in check. Now, that notwithstanding, was it the first game? Was it the new play call? Was it the play caller? Or was it the Cowboys are better than we thought? Or all three?
You talking about our defense?
I'm talking about the fact that the Cowboys was hanging the entire game, and CeeDee Lamb dropped 3 balls that could have made it closer.
He could have, but He could
And
have.
so that's what I'm
But
asking
see,
you. I
I
watched the
think it's a
game and I'm like, I'm
combination.
asking you.
I think it's a combination. Beginning of the
Okay.
year, Carter was gone for one, which basically they changed their whole little the scheme because they didn't have him to deal
Mm-hmm.
with. The defense got better as the game progressed, especially after the rain delay. Dak may be better than we anticipated. I don't think their defense is better than we anticipated. And I don't know why CD Lamb dropped those 3 balls. I'm glad he did though. But some of that
That
is
was
defense
curious.
too, because it wasn't just like he was just wide open.
Well, the one that was the deep post hit him right in the face mask. He couldn't have missed it.
Just
The one
saying,
I give him
he had
grace
defenders
on,
around him. I'm just saying, he wasn't just like free.
the only one I give him grace on was the one he had to dive for because that was a little bit out of his reach. But the one that hit the post, he should have caught that one, and that would have put him at least within in the red zone. And then the other one, I don't know what he was doing. I was like, bro.
I was like, it was defense. But anyway, but I blame a part of that was Carter, part of that was new, and then we're missing players. We're missing Sweat. We're missing
But the
Milton.
playmakers, I guess
We're
what I'm
missing
like, the playmakers,
CJ Gardner Johnson.
AJ, one catch, Devontae,
But his
what,
one catch
two,
was
one or two
that
catches.
first down was vital. Devontae had more than AJ, and Dallas
I
had
think,
the
yeah,
most.
Devontae had more. Your quarterback outrushed your 2,000-yard back.
And that rookie by 5 yards.
So from the glass half full, your top players didn't play well.
You talking about AJ?
I'm talking about AJ. Devontae had a decent game. Saquon didn't have it, So your top three skill players, met to mediocre, and you still won the game. Mm-hmm. And you lost your top defensive player.
Yeah, we did.
So that's glass half full. And you still scored, what, 24, 27 points?
27, yeah.
That's glass half full. That shows you how good your team is. Mm-hmm. And against all of that, and they still dropped 27. The glass half empty is, y'all got to get this together. Because everybody ain't going to be the Cowboys.
Well, it's fine. Carter going to be back. They got to figure out. They got to figure out.
You play the Commanders like that without your guys.
The Commanders to the last until December.
You ever want to play the Commanders like that?
We're not playing them until December.
You would have lost that game.
We're not playing them until December. So we got to get our defense because we got new players. We got to get our defense like opposite Mitchell. Because we don't have Slay.
That cornerback.
We don't have Slay. We don't have CJ Gardner Johnson. We don't have Sweat. We don't have
Milton. The quarterback is extra crispy because they was burning him the whole game.
But that's what he knew. That's what I'm saying. He knew. They were throwing to that side on purpose. So we got to work on that.
They're like, where he at? Ooh, completion. That kind of field day on him. They was
Jackson, I think that's his name.
Woo! I know he had a hard day on Wednesday. Film day when you got to go in and watch film. Tuesday when they watch film. Gotta get Monday off. He was doing the best Tuesday he could.
I'm just saying he ain't Slay, even though Slay is getting a little older. I'm just saying
that had to be a rough film day. I just got to say because that. Woo,
so
they want his ass out.
But I trust our defensive coordinator to work it out. The defense looked better. They did not score the second half. They did not score the second half.
All right, so I'm gonna give a brief thing on my Falcons. I was at the game. Michael Penix is a real deal.
Yeah.
He's over reliant on Drake London.
Mm-hmm.
And Drake London dropped passes. He dropped a touchdown. He tried to drop another one, but he barely got that one in. He dropped a couple of first downs. He dropped the same amount of passes as CeeDee Lamb. Bijan Robinson is fantastic.
Yeah.
Is a real deal. But the offensive line can't run the ball effectively. We can't run the ball effectively.
Because of the offensive line, not because of Bijan.
Because I kept looking up at the stats, and for the better part of 3 quarters, The Falcons had less than 50 yards rushing.
Mm.
So your quarterback is throwing darts and you can't run the ball. So there's no balance. So everybody's like, why are they in pistol so much? They can't run the ball. They can't get under center, turn around, and hand the ball to Bijan and let him get 5-6 yards. Because the offensive line was horrendous. And because they were playing so bad, Kyle Pitts could barely get on the field because you got to bring in your blocking tight end and not your catching tight end. So that reduces what you can do in the passing game because now you got to bring in your tight end because your offensive line, your 5 guys can't block.
Mm.
So the defense played well early.
Yeah, and then I was
And then
surprised
they
when
ran out of
I was
ball.
looking at Reds and I was looking at the score, and I'm like, it's hard to watch 4 games at one time. And then I saw the end. I was like, no, Falcons lost.
Well, we go out, we go right down the field, scored Bijan 50-yard touchdown pass. We hold them 3 and out. We get the ball, and then some questionable play calls. I'm like, bruh, let's get up a big number. So even when the Bucks couldn't move the ball, we were still only up 7-0. You can't let a team like that with a veteran quarterback
No.
and 2 good receivers.
I know that rookie.
Man. Olave?
Yeah.
The man good. No, I was a Becca, whatever his name was.
He's Nigerian.
He was so good. Every time he was out there, I was like, Lord, please don't throw it this way. And then you can put him in single coverage. I know you got Mike Evans, so you got to double cover Mike. You can't double everybody.
Was he at Evans play Sunday?
Evans played. Evans didn't get the deep stuff because they were doing bracket covers. They had
I thought he was.
He caught some. I think he caught like 5 or 6 balls.
Okay.
But the rookie was getting single covered and gave us 2 tubs, plus the game winner in single coverage on a post route. Just let him go. DB.
Who y'all play next week?
Oh shit. I think it's Minnesota.
Oh, okay. That'd be interesting. So what you think about that game? Speaking of,
I think the Bears blew it. I think
the Bears specifically.
The Bears blew it.
Or Caleb?
I think the Bears blew it because the defense relaxed, and so they were shutting down the run. The Vikings couldn't run anything.
They couldn't, and he couldn't throw either. It was a hot mess to be.
And he couldn't throw. He threw a pick six. It was bad.
He threw a pick, but I think he threw the pick six after he started actually playing well. After he threw the pick six.
But then all of a sudden, they were able to run the ball.
Yeah, they were.
5-6 yards on first down. Now you got your whole playbook open, and I'm trying to say.
And then he threw that pass to Jefferson.
Yeah. So now play action is working because now you gotta come a little 1 or 2 steps closer to the line of scrimmage, and now you got play action working. So that's on them. I can't. So I'm like the Bears. It was execution. And then when the momentum came, Brian Flores.
Well, Brian Flores is a great defensive coordinator. People be sleeping on him.
When he switched that defense up and started blitzing, and then Caleb reverted back.
Caleb reverted back to his old ways, and his passes were just.
When you got me screaming at the TV, throw the ball, throw it out of bounds, throw it away. And then you step out of bounds and then you try to throw it. I'm like, bro, you had multiple opportunities to throw that ball away. Why are you holding on to the ball? That was old school Caleb Williams hero ball.
I think that was even when he at the beginning when he was actually playing well, he still was playing a hero ball. And Ben Johnson his face looked like he was over it.
Here's the problem. And I'm gonna point to 2 teams that have problems: the Bears and the Chiefs. right? Because everybody knows at the beginning of the game, the first 15 to 20 plays are scripted, right? They know as soon as they come out of the tunnel what they're going to run on the first
Yeah, yeah.
10 to 15 plays, right?
Mhm.
15 to 20 plays scripted. Then after that, you got to start making adjustments. You see, are those working?
Mhm.
So on the Chiefs side, their first 3 drives were terrible. Those were the scripted plays. Those are the plays you watch films like, I'm gonna kill him with this,
Yeah, they really were.
and it was garbage,
It was.
garbage. On the flip side, the Bears, when they're on the scripted plays, they play well.
They did. Although they had so
They
many
play well.
penalties.
But then when you have to start making adjustments, when that team starts making adjustments to what you're doing, do you have a second pitch? Can you do something different? And Caleb Williams on Monday night
They
didn't do
couldn't.
anything.
And then it's just not him. It's the whole offense. It's like all them penalties. It was like 10 on offense. All these false
Yes.
starts. And then they had to call a timeout because they wasn't ready. Or they would have
And
had another penalty.
allegedly that rebuilt offensive line, I say allegedly that rebuilt offensive line did not look so rebuilt. Now it is Brian Flores and his defenses, and his
True.
defenses
And
have
they got
always
better
been.
as the game progressed. So I think some of that's Caleb because he holds the ball too long. And then he got worse as the game progressed. And then they're new, so they got to kind of,
Well, the bad habits, right?
Yeah.
When you have bad habits that have been in you from your days at USC, even go back to your days at Oklahoma,
last year.
your days at USC, and last year. That's 4 or 5 years of bad habits.
Yeah, I mean, he probably been playing like his whole life too, because
Yeah, I'm
So
giving him 4 or 5 years. He probably goes back to high school because everything was hero. They were like Caleb go win it. He would go win it, right? Because he was in high school. He was better than everybody on the field.
yeah. So
In
it's not
college
like the NFL.
at Oklahoma, he was better than everybody on the field. So he could go out there and play hero ball. This is NFL. Everybody got accolades.
Yeah.
What's your boy that had the cardiac arrest?
Hamlin with the Bills.
Damar Hamlin. This is how good the NFL is. Damar Hamlin was Mr. Football in the state of Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
Mr. Football. At Pitt, he was like an All-American.
Mm-hmm.
At Buffalo, he can barely get on the field. Second string. That's how good the NFL is.
Mm-hmm.
You can be all world
Mm-hmm.
and second, third string.
Yeah.
So that's what you're playing against every week. Even though you have good teams and bad teams, good organizations, bad organizations.
But they're all professional athletes.
Coaching.
Yeah.
But these guys are the best athletes out there. And so, you make a mistake, more often than not, they're going to beat you. Right. And so Caleb hasn't figured out that he can't out-athlete the game. And that's the one that when I was coaching kids, I would tell them, you're a great athlete, but you can't out-athlete the game.
No, you can't. Not the NFL. Learn. But the problem is, when he looked like he was like nervous and uncomfortable, and you just revert back to your old ways in general. When you're nervous, you revert back to your old habits because they're like innate.
That's what I'm saying. He got really bad habits, bad mechanics. I saw him like early in the game, he's climbing up in the pocket, looking downfield.
Yeah, a lot better because I was on the chat with my friends talking about.
At the end of the game, what do? He tried to escape out the back. He tried to Russell Wilson to come out the back and run around the edge.
Run around the back and you're gonna get sacked and lose yards.
You're not Lamar Jackson.
No.
Lamar Jackson's the only quarterback I know that can do that.
But see, the problem with like Lamar and all these other athletic quarterbacks, they throw, they in the pocket, then they run, they scramble, and they run first. It's like he looks like an athlete trying to be a quarterback versus a quarterback who's an athlete.
Right, and Caleb, he reminds me of a poor man. Like he's a better passer than Justin Fields, but he reminds me of Justin Fields.
Yeah, he does.
That he's got to see the receiver open before he lets the ball go.
And that's you can't
He
that in the
doesn't
NFL.
throw with anticipation, and I'm like, bro, you got to throw with anticipation and accuracy. And there's a guy in San Francisco that has zero athletic ability, but he throws with anticipation and
Talking about Purdy,
accuracy, and that's what keeps him
Brock.
relevant. In
But even JJ, as the game went on, I mean, his throws got better and better, and Caleb looked worse and worse as the game went on Monday night. It's like JJ after he, had the bad 3 quarters, and after he threw that to Jay, it's like he became comfortable, and I was like, he was throwing dimes out there.
But yeah, I mean, so I think the best thing that happened for Chicago is that he settled down and he was able to drive him and get him that touchdown to get him within 3, right? Because if they didn't score anymore, that would have been a bad sign. But he settled down enough, and they were able to get another touchdown, and they couldn't get the ball back. So it is what it is. But
they lost, and the Bears fans are upset. They fired a kicker.
I think the Bears fans need to look at this year as, I don't care about making the playoffs. I care about the development of my quarterback, so we have a quarterback for the next 10 years. Don't care about 2025 Bears fans. Care about the next 5 to 10 years. Let him develop as a quarterback. Because right now, Michael Penix is a better quarterback than Caleb Williams.
Oh, I agree.
Michael Penix played the hell out of that game. And
I think, JJ looked better than him,
deserved to win that game.
Bo Nix. Who else?
Bo Nix should have lost. He played
I'm just talking about compared to Caleb.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Everybody. Your boy New England is playing better. I mean,
even though they lost.
They lost, but yeah, I mean, yeah, they looked in that. I'll take that back. Bo Nix looked bad, but he played better last year than Caleb. So yeah, there's like 3 or 4 of those guys in that same draft that played that right now are better than Caleb.
Yeah.
We know Jake Daniels is the best of the cream of that crop.
Yeah.
We know that. But I think that they've got a lot of work to do. I think, and there was a stat that somebody posted that this weekend of all the games, 16 black quarterbacks.
Yeah.
So on 32 teams, 16 black quarterbacks started games.
Mm-hmm. True, although I don't think Wilson's gonna be there much longer.
But you got Jameis.
Oh, just the black quarterbacks. Because they were talking about the NFC East has all black quarterbacks. So I don't think it's gonna last for long.
Yeah, I mean Russell need to go right now, but I don't know if they need to put in Jackson Dart. Don't feed him to the wolves just yet. Keep his confidence.
I agree, because the offensive line is bad.
The offensive line is bad. They've got to figure it out. Offense takes time to gel. They know they got a guy. I want the other guys on the team to be patient. I know it's hard to, especially when you're Malik Neighbors and you like, this is year 2. I'm trying to get a big contract in at the end of year 3. Right?
But I mean,
he needs the numbers to back up getting a big contract.
Well, he does.
And he ain't getting them numbers.
But Neighbors is the truth. They don't. I mean, they need to pay that man even if he don't have the numbers. In my opinion. But who else they got?
Their pass rush. They got 2 good pass rushers.
I mean, I'm talking about who else they got as far as catching the ball, wide receivers.
Oh, no.
That's what I'm saying.
No,
who else they got? So they need to keep Neighbors. He's the best.
I thought the tight end came out of didn't some tight end come out of retirement and is playing for the Giants now?
I don't know about that.
The dude that had the alcohol problem, I can't remember his name, but
what?
Yeah, it was.
What do you think about the Colts in Miami? You mentioned them earlier, that game. That was a surprise.
I think Miami is a bad team.
It is, but the Colts, I'm surprised.
I think the Colts were.
I'm just like
everything that everybody had been saying the same thing, and which is why I was like, I'm hoping they can get competent quarterback play, because Shane Steichen is a good coach. You know that more than I do.
But Daniel Jones,
Danny Dimes. Here's the thing: They just don't want their quarterback to fuck it up. And Daniel Jones could do that. Daniel Jones could do that. He might fuck
Is
up one or
Miami
two.
defense that bad? I mean, I know they didn't score, but is their defense that bad as well? I mean, they
Their
scored.
coaching is that
They
bad.
scored at the end of the game, but
Their coaching is that bad. And then when you saw the DB for the other team, he was basically like
with Tua,
that
with
he
Tua,
was
if you
like,
don't get
yeah,
his
the
first
book
read,
the book is out on Tua.
yeah,
Take away his first read,
yeah,
and then he panics. And then they started showing film. So you know the coaches that are watching film right now, oh, they're already game planning for that. Take away his first read. If he doesn't figure that out, it's gonna be a long
I don't think they're gonna
timeline.
be great. You know, I don't think Daniels is gonna be there much longer.
And Tyreek Hill
Is he
is not a
already
player
he already upset?
that can
They need to trade him.
keep his
Yeah,
mouth shut and toe the
he
company
can't.
line.
He can't. He can't. Cause
And
he
now that they're
already
old, they need to
was.
trade him to every time. They need to trade him back to the Chiefs. I think it would be good for the Chiefs because
Yeah,
they need somebody
they need
explosive.
somebody. They need somebody.
Yeah, that Chiefs team is bad. That defense is so bad.
They got Juju.
I mean, they made Justin Herbert look like. I mean,
He really
he's
Justin
a
Herbert
power.
looked good. Look, Justin Herbert. I was like, wow.
I mean, and then we ran that 19-yard at the end of the game and slid. That's the only time his uniform got dirty.
I was surprised. I was
He,
like, look at him.
he had to slide on the grass. Let me get a little grass fade, coach. Here you go. Now you got to put it. But I can't. Yeah, the Chiefs are bad. The Chiefs. I'm concerned for them. I'm concerned for Chiefs Nations because they've gotten comfortable with winning,
You know, the
and
Patriots got comfortable winning too. You know, like
they've
the
gotten much
changes.
like the Patriots. They've gotten comfortable and expect to win, even when you look at that roster and you go, it's not very good.
No, because it wasn't great last
Your
year.
best receiver is suspended for 6 games. Your second best receiver is a midget. Your third best receiver just got engaged to a world superstar and is 137 years old. You got Kareem Hunt. I don't know how old he is.
You got Juju.
Methuselah
Juju.
and Pacheco, who runs hard, but he can't break because
He's small. He's thin.
he's small and he's gonna get hurt at
Yeah,
some
because
point in the
he
season.
broke his ankle, was it last year or the year before?
Yeah. The best quote I heard about him, they said he runs like he's angry at the ground.
He does. Because, I mean, he does. He does. Well, I think he does.
But you
I think he
can't run
will.
like that because I need somebody that can run away from people, not stomp footprints into the ground. When there's a hole, which is rarely with the Chiefs, but when there's a hole, I need you to get through it and get to the next level. He doesn't have that. That's why he was a seventh round pick. So I know he runs well, but you need a better back than that. Pacheco is not it. He's not the answer. Kareem Hunt is not the answer. And they're putting it too much on Patrick Mahomes' plate every single week. The man has to be parallel to the ground, flipping passes. He's got to do all kind of magic tricks to be competitive,
Yeah,
not to
and
win
the
games.
defense, I mean,
The
if the
defense
defense don't
helped
do
them
nothing, you
last
got to
year.
score 20 million points. And then,
The defense helped them last year because they played so
they were
well that they
good. Yeah.
kept them in those games and they were able to win those one-score games. But if that defense looks again like they did on Sunday or Friday night,
Right, yeah.
oh, it's going to be real ugly.
Well, we'll see how it
They're
looks
going to be
Sunday.
playing from behind every game.
We'll see how it looks
And
Sunday.
they don't have the playmakers to win those games. So um I you know I think that the rest of the teams, the Saints are going to be looking for a new quarterback and coach, whatever, soon.
Oh,
I
yeah.
think
Well,
the
they might give the
Jaguars
coach
are happy.
another coach because he don't have no quarterback really.
No,
They'll give him another year.
no,
The coach. The
no.
coach is his first year, Kellen Moore.
They should have gotten Shador I think there was
But
some.
see, but Carr retired unexpectedly when they thought they were gonna have him.
But you had the opportunity to draft Shador.
Oh, I agree. I should have got him. I agree. Somebody.
So I don't believe in a lot of conspiracy theories, but my one conspiracy theory for the NFL is that they conspired to not draft
Shador. Oh, I agree. I agree with that too. I agree with that. But
because there was no reason why New Orleans shouldn't have drafted Shador.
I agree with that.
None.
I agree with that. I agree with
that. None. Because that bum that they drafted,
I can't remember.
He couldn't even beat out Spencer Bradley.
I know. I was like, when I looked at the game, I was like, he's starting.
And Chuck is 26 years old. He's older than Spencer Bradley.
I didn't realize that.
And couldn't beat him out.
I didn't realize that.
Chuck played like six or 7 years of college football.
I didn't realize he brought with the college.
And you can't beat out that dude? Come on, man. Come on,
well,
man.
The Saints. That's why I think they're going to start. The Giants going to start the rookie when they play the Saints.
Oh yeah. They're going to let the confidence
5, I think. Week 5.
I just think they should play Jameis Winston instead of Russell.
I like James.
I'm gonna bang that drum forever. I'm gonna keep banging that drum.
I like James.
Jameis Winston needs to play, not Russell.
I like Russ too, but it might be time for Russ to just,
it's time for Russ to really cook. He needs to be cooking
to retire
and
his little
for
clothing line and whatever else he's doing with the family.
He needs whatever. Wearing a vest with no shirt underneath it. Like another corner, like every corner nigga on the planet.
I like Russell. I like Russell. I like the Wilson family. They're cute.
I like him as a father. I like them as a couple. I like them as a family. I don't like him as a football player.
Well, this might be his last year of playing,
Last year should have been last year of playing. After what I saw on Sunday, he should have been.
Let Russ have his last year of playing in New York.
He's
gonna play against the Cowboys. Maybe he'll look better against Dak.
No, Dak's gonna wear his ass.
What is the game in New York or Jerry World?
Dak is gonna beat the Cowboys. Fans are gonna be obnoxious because they're gonna think they're gonna beat the Giants and they're gonna think it's.
See, I want to hopefully be a surprise to the Cowboys. I don't like that.
I don't like Dak either. I think he's a great I think he's a great regular season quarterback.
He is. I just don't like Dak. I don't like that. I like CD and I like Michael, which I'm glad he's gone. I'm glad he's gone and in Green Bay. And my cousin is happy.
Is it? Oh, it's in Dallas too. No. It's in Dallas.
It's in Dallas. But that make it worse.
Well,
I'm glad Michael's gone. Howie was trying Howie was trying to get Michael. Offered the most money for Michael. But they didn't want to trade him in the division.
You traded him in the conference to one of the better teams. Why would you make a good team better?
Well, Jerry.
He's Jerry Jones, and he thinks he knows everything.
Jerry was trading him, so Howie was trying to get a piece of the action. That's just
I heard the Eagles were trying to get him, but he definitely wasn't going to trade him to the Eagles. I mean, that's almost as bad as the Giants.
That's as bad as the Giants. They just gave us Saquon. That's so stupid.
But Saquon was at least out of contract, so he could sign wherever he wanted to go. They just didn't re-sign him. That was stupid, but they at least that was more legitimate. They let him go, but to trade him for 2 first-round picks and okay, we got 2 first-round picks, but it's gonna be the bottom of the first round.
Because it's gonna be Green Bay's pick.
Because Green Bay is gonna be
they're gonna be good, yeah.
You trade them. You do that with bad teams. You don't do that with good teams.
Jerry, I don't know.
Jerry. That's dumb.
Jerry, that was all about ego and pride because they know what they wanted Michael. But they just didn't want to because if they really wanted to trade him, they would have traded him a while ago in March. Sure. And
as I've said on this show before, and I'm gonna wrap this up because I know we both gotta go.
Mm-hmm.
When your ego is outweighing your intellect, that's when you make bad decisions.
And that's why they need a GM. Jerry need to stop being a GM. They need a GM,
And he's
a
got
GM.
nobody to hold him
He's too
accountable.
old, and football changes.
He's got his kids. They're not going to hold him accountable because they still call him daddy. They 60 plus years old. They still calling him daddy. Okay? You think they going to hold him accountable? You think the delusional Cowboys fans are going to call him now, hold him accountable?
Yeah.
The media is the only people that hold him accountable, and he doesn't
But then
take it
he'll go
that
off
way.
on them. He'll go off on them because he was on that
He goes
radio
up for them,
show.
but he likes the attention.
Oh, yeah, that's
So
why.
it doesn't matter,
He
good or bad.
like,
He's E.T. Barnum owning a football team. He likes the attention, good, bad, or otherwise.
yeah, because that's
Talking
why
about him.
the Cowboys are worth so much money because they have fans and it's always drama even when they suck.
Oh yeah, they got the most delusional fans on the planet. I'll say that to any Cowboys fans. Y'all are delusional. You win one game, you think you'll win the Super Bowl. You lose a game, it's everybody else's fault. It's crazy. It's lunacy. And I think they are the direct result of what they're getting from their owner.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree,
So,
which is sad. Back in the, which is well, not really sad because I'm not I don't like the Cowboys, but it's sad for the Cowboys because they were so good back in the day.
yeah, in the early 90s, yeah.
Yeah,
30 some years ago.
I know. I'm just like if he didn't get rid of
Jimmy Johnson, they could have won. Woo,
they could have won.
that could have been a dynasty that rivaled the Patriots, to be honest with you. But Jerry's ego.
See, that's why they don't get that coach. Because I was watching, I forget who, I think it might have been Colin Carroll talking about Saban going to the Cowboys. I'm like, Saban would not deal with that drama.
No.
I mean, he probably would be. He might be a good coach in the NFL, maybe.
Jerry would hire
Nick is not going to listen to Jerry.
Jerry's not going to hire Nick Saban because he doesn't want his coach to be a bigger personality than him, a more popular person than him. And that's what got Jimmy Johnson in trouble because people were crediting the winning to him and not to Jerry Jones. Jerry's ego can't take that, and that's why he only got milquetoast coaches. What I do like about this new coach is at least his clock management seems to be well.
Yeah,
Brian Schottenheimer seems to be. He's calling a good game and he's keeping them competitive, but he does not have the players that they're going to run out of gas. So
there's no defense, yeah. Well,
but I got to run.
All right.
All right, y'all.
All right, see you
in a week and a half. So,
yes.
Yeah, short week. This is like playing on a Thursday night. Short week. We go see y'all in a week and a half, and we'll talk about it again. We'll see what's going on.
All right.